Good afternoon everyone, and today I'll be doing data structure. So you can very well find out the data. Data are raw facts, and this data, where we will be using the data, how you will be organizing the data, that is very important. So a computer cannot work without the data. So data is very important, and data is what? Data are the raw facts. It can be numbers, it can be any word, it can be anything that can be stored. So if you are not storing the data, then you cannot retrieve the data, or in other words, you cannot get the data, okay, whenever you require it. And how you are organizing the particular data, accordingly, that data we'll be talking about the structure. How you are organizing the data, that is the structure. How is it formed? It can be formed in the various ways. That's why I've given here the basic concept. That means you have to know the structure, you have to know what is data, then only you can do programs on the data. And over here, the first question wise I have given that what is meant by data structure. So data structures are, this is what you mean by data structures. So data structures are a specialized means of organizing. So main part is organizing. So you are organizing. How you are organizing? How you are setting it? And storing. So the process of storing. How you are storing it. Data in computers in such a way. That means you are putting it in such a way that you can perform, your particular thing is to perform operations on the stored data. So you are storing the data. How you are storing the data, so accordingly you can retrieve, that is how you are accessing, how you will be accessing the data, that is also related to the particular organization of the structure of the data, why the structure of the data is very important. And now, more efficiently, so how you have to organize to get it actively or a way in which it will be much more easier to perform. So that is, you have to plan how you have to structure. So structure, it can be an array, it can be a stack. So I will be telling one by one each things. So the data structure name indicates. So now the name comes in, name indicates itself that organizing the data in the memory. So data has to be stored in memory. So where actually the data is stored? The data is stored in the memory. Always you will find the data being stored in the memory. So over here also data is stored in the memory. So now you know what is the data structure. Now you must be knowing what are the two main types of data. So now you find that objective questions comes. So basic concept questions will come, and accordingly you have to answer. If you know the concept, then only you will be able to answer your objective pattern or the MCQ questions. Okay. Now, what are the two main types of data structures? So mainly you will find, or basically you will find, the data structures are divided into two categories. What is number one is linear data structure. So what is a linear data structure? You know, linear is a line, one by one after the other. That is a linear data structure. And you have non-linear data structure. When there is no link, that is not linear, non-linear. Like the graphs you will find, okay, the trees you will find, those are non-linear data structures. They are not one after the other. Now we come to what is an example of a data structure. So you give you one example of a data structure normally. So some examples, so one example is asked. I have given some so that accordingly you can write down whichever comes in your mind. So some examples of data structures are, what are they? Stack is there. Okay, arrays, first of all arrays. So you have the arrays, you have the linked list, okay. Arrays, one of the, you have the linked list, the pointer is there, pointing to the next node. You have the stack, that is one after the other, it's being done. All will be, I'll be doing in my next lecture. The queue is there, one after the other, you are in a line, etc. So data structures are widely used. So where it is used? Widely used where? In almost every aspect of computer science. Where all it is used? It is used in the operating system, the compiler, the design, and the artificial intelligence, AI. And you will find it also being used in the graphics and also many more. Slowly by slowly, we'll be doing one after the other. But the total concept of the thing is clear, I think. And more videos you have to watch for the more lessons. Thank you.